Oh yeah, my stuff does that all the time. So I'll do just a little intro, and then I'll be like, well, I just invited them over to my house because that's what you do naturally. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm actually going to be working with Legion Sabers to be giving away a lightsaber just like this one. And if you'd like to win a lightsaber like this one, make sure to watch throughout the whole video to find out the details on how you can win a lightsaber like this. So, back to the video. I messaged you, well, it occurred to me last night, I was like, we talked about filming something, and I was like, let's film something, you know? What is up, guys? My name is Tyler, and today, we've got some lightsaber stuff to talk about, and some of you may have saw, I did pick up a lightsaber from Legion Sabers, and at MegaCon, of all things. It was my first MegaCon, and we met with Legion Sabers. I got a really cool lightsaber, which I've been learning how to use, and I figured, what better way to learn how to use the lightsabers than to just bring the Legion Saber guys with me. I have Matt, who is the man from Legion Sabers. So what's up, guys? I'm gonna let Matt tell you guys a little bit about Legion Sabers.
Yeah, hey, I'm Matt. I started Legion Sabers, and I got my team here. They're gonna explain a little bit about how they work, but they're battle-ready lightsabers. They have gesture controls. You can control them with Bluetooth on your phone. They have LEDs all the way up and down the blade, which means you can do like crazy cool effects with them and still slap them together for like an epic battle. So there's nothing else that like makes you feel more a part of the Force than holding the lightsaber, man.
I've been spending so many hours to a point where my hands.
Oh yeah, that's
I've got some nice little marks there. You can tell I've been practicing. I've hit my my ceiling fan a number of times.
Yep,
my cat absolutely doesn't like it. She's already ran away. But I will say immediately, I've been using little lightsabers since I was a child. I'm a big Star Wars fan. If those of you who don't really know, I've got the tattoos right there to prove it. And one of my favorite lightsabers growing up were the ones that fully collapsed into the handle. You know, the telescoping ones that could go all the way back into the hilt and you could like hang them.
That's right.
And then I like progressed over time. I recently did do, what's it called? The workshop, what is it called? Savi's workshop?
Yeah, Savi's.
So I went to Savi's finally at Galaxy's Edge and built my own lightsaber. I was pretty happy with that. I think the experience to me was the bigger part of it. The saber itself, I personally, and I'm not an expert, I think leaves a little bit to be desired for the price. I wouldn't spar with that one, although it is cool. So when I finally got my hands on one of these, which is something I had been wanting to for a long time, this really spoke to me because there's so many options. I hooked it up to the app and I spent hours just like, you know, and I'll put the little short if you guys haven't seen the short that I made because I was bored one night. But yeah, so let's have these guys come in and I'll let them sort of talk about what they know. So here's Izzy and Gabe. Izzy and Gabe are gonna come in.
Hey, I'm Gabe with cards. This is Jedi Ninja Coach Izzy. We're obviously with Legion Sabers as well. Just a little backstory. Obviously Matt picked up the company like last April. I was working with another company, V1 Tech, shout out to those guys. They're a great artwork company, they sell like plexiglass art. I was working with them for a couple months and I grew up on Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. And when I was at the con working with some other guys, I ran into Matt. And I'm like, these are pretty cool. And then he showed me the demo that we're about to give you, and I'm like, I will sell my soul for these lightsabers. The first day that I got mine, I was spinning it around. I spent like 3 hours playing with it, learning how it worked. I shattered my ceiling lamp, which I came back. You have to.
You aren't really spinning the saber if you don't bust something.
If you don't break something, you're not using your saber properly, but
It's facts.
these ones will not break. You'll break your glass items before we break the saber.
Absolutely.
So,
You're putting holes in walls before you're saying
exactly.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
You look good doing it.
Hi guys, Coach Izzy, the Jedi Ninja here. So I have curated my life to try and be a professional Jedi. It's what after getting into this and getting into fitness and I wanted to learn to move in a way that was out there a little bit. I got into American Ninja Warrior and parkour and then immediately met Daniel Lane For those of you who are in the lightsaber community and have been for a while, you know who Daniel Lane is, great dude. He and I started taking classes with him, and we connected in a way because we were both Marines that allowed us to get into fitness and start doing lightsabers with fitness and doing lightsabers with martial arts and really just taking it seriously for the first time because no one we knew at the time was doing it the way we wanted to do it. A lot of organizations were doing it, the Sabers Legion and other nonprofit organizations were getting together as clubs. Lots of really cool people out there, but no one was doing it the way we wanted to do it. So as I started to learn how to spin, how to learn how to fight with a lightsaber, a few years later, I ran into Matt from Legion Sabers. He reached out to me and says, hey, I want to talk. And I was like, cool, so do I. And so we got together and we met up at our first con, which was Fan Expo Portland was the first time we met. And it was on from there. We're both huge fans of Star Wars. We're both huge lovers of lightsabers in general. And one of the biggest things that touched me with Matt was his mission to help people. And as a personal trainer and as a coach, my whole mission, if you guys know my company, Luminous Movement, is to be the light. And that is what I wanted to do with Matt. And that is what we have done. And that is what we do. Every event is, we just want to brighten your day. Simple as that. So this is something we do for all of our customers.
Hey, it's me again. Thank you for watching this far. If you've watched this far, I guess I should tell you how you can win this special little lightsaber. We're not doing anything super crazy for this one. All you need to do is just leave a comment on this video about a story that you have with lightsabers or with Star Wars in general, and sort of, you know, take us back to a time where you had one of those telescoping lightsabers, or maybe you have a collection of these things, or maybe you met your partner from, you know, a Mos Eisley party or something crazy. We want to see the best stories that you have that take place in that base around Star Wars, I should say. And we will pick a winner ourselves, US only, apologies, but US for now. And yeah, we'll pick a winner at some point and hopefully you win. So that's it. Back to the video.
Everywhere we go, we want to show you guys that these sabers are durable. The first thing they always do is we say, go ahead and give it a whack. Gabe, go ahead and whack.
Whack on, whack on.
That is the number one thing that every customer does. They walk up and they're like, boop. They get scared. And we're like, no, harder. Thank you. There we go. Boom. And it takes me about 4 swings to get a customer to actually put any effort into these so that we can show them that these things can take some punishment.
We're not going to sell you swords you can't sword fight with, guys.
It's true. So these sabers come with a number of features. One of my favorite being the twist on color change feature. So he's going to hold the button down once and twist his hand. I believe it's counterclockwise once.
Here, what you do is you point it down, you hold the button, and you're going to twist basically the exact same way you would to turn the lightsaber on and off if you have gesture controls activated. But with the blade on, pointed down, you hold the button and twist right, left, and then you can spin the saber to get an exact, precise selection of whatever color you want, going back and forth. Or if you leave that setting on, if you leave that setting on, you can spin it and get like some cool like rainbow colors going, and it'll be changing the entire time that you're showing off. Every saber comes pre-installed with
16 to 32 different sound fonts.
Yeah, depending on the blades, depending on the model. We have V3 Xenopixel and SN Pixel V4 right now. Those are the 2 that we carry. But depending on the model is 27 to 32 sound fonts from the movies and shows that you can change. So you hold the blade down. The way you cycle through the sound fonts is you're gonna hold the blade down with it off, and you're going to twist left, right.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
So same thing.
The Chosen.
You can just cycle through.
Horizon. The Dark Sword.
Yeah, some of the sabers do have music pre-installed, or you can customize. This is a custom font by Kyberphonic, but you can take the SD card out of these, and if the 30 sounds it comes with isn't enough for you, you can customize it even more with your laptop or PC.
Let's spin some stuff.
Let's spin some sabers, guys.
Let's spin some sabers.
Jedi Coach AC is gonna take the floor.
Yeah, you could teach us kind of a basic spin. What about people
All right.
at home? The first thing that they should do when they get their first saber?
The first thing you should do is learn how to wrist roll. Wrist rolls are going to be the key to connecting any flow movement you do with a lightsaber, a one-handed sword, or whatever. So the things you're going to want to do is, right now, my saber is pointed to 12 o'clock. I'm going to tip my saber forward and out to my right, and now I am at 12 and 9 o'clock. I'm going to open my palm and lift it to the sky, keeping my fingers a little bit open because not everybody has wrist dexterity. And then I'm going to squeeze and close my hand, lifting it from 3 o'clock back to 12. Practice this ad nauseum, because then you're going to have to go the other way. And you're going to do the same exact thing, just in the reverse direction. From there, we get to go crazy, because you're going to practice doing it in front of you, or behind you, excuse me, and in front of you. And that's going to require a little bit of elbow.
Everybody likes a little bit of elbow.
Everybody, a little bit of elbow. And so you want that forward and backwards, side to side, in front and in back, because all of your spins are going to connect with those wrist rolls.
So smooth.
Right?
That's all it takes. I feel like if you're smooth with it, right? And you move, I think that's the other thing that I was screwing up was it's so easy to get locked up right here when you should be the shoulders and the hips and everything. Weirdly, that'll give you that extra movement that maybe you might feel like you're lacking. Like if you can't quite get all of it out of your wrist.
It's all in the hips.
Yep.
It's all in the hips. And rest in peace, Carl Weathers. We miss you, dude, already. That's how you get to where you're gonna go when you're practicing your lightsaber spins.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm gonna get up now.
Yeah, it's your turn.
That's my turn to break everything.
Yes!
Let me see that. 10 seconds later, it just breaks everything.
So one of the things I get on every tutorial I've ever done, my most popular comment is, thanks, I just broke my lamp. Thanks, there's a hole in my ceiling. Thanks, I just killed my cat.
Not the cat. Okay, my cat's terrified. She knows better. She runs for the hills. She's like, nope, better. Not a chance.
My favorite thing lately of when I'm seeing like people comment and share videos with me is either their cat loves their lightsaber and wants to eat it,
Yep.
or their cat hates their lightsaber and
wants to
run away and eat you. So let's see what you got.
Oh man, you're gonna make me actually do it?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Oof, I don't know. See, my issue is like I want to do this because I already have muscle memory. So like I want to go this way and then this is where I get stuck. From here, once I come up over, then where am I going?
What do you want to do? Do you want to do that reverse?
So so I guess the reverse was this,
stab,
right?
and then as you turn your hip to the right,
you're
just
bring
unwrap
it back?
and then uppercut with that upward spin, and then do it again. Big wave.
So wait, so it starts.
So you're gonna big wave. You're gonna stab under the armpit. Now you're gonna turn your body, unwrap it, do that wrist roll you just did, and then do it again.
That was it.
You just did it all over.
Turn the hips the other way.
You learned the Obiani in like 30 seconds.
All the way to your right.
Almost did it.
No, you did it. There was not an almost.
Unwind. That was it.
Unwind and wrist roll,
Wrist roll backwards.
and then do it again. You just learned the Obiani in less than a minute.
If I can do it, so can you. You guys should go check out Legion Sabers, and if you're ever at any events, what's the next event that you guys are planning to go to?
We're doing Fan Expo Cleveland. Fan Expo Cleveland will be the next event we're at.
Fan Expo Cleveland, they're coming for you next. Look out for Legion Sabers. If you're there, tell them I sent you. And play with your lightsaber.